Hey, this is Willie. Getting ready for some winter weather. Still have to take the deck off my Allis-Chalmers and the Craftsman here, but I'll save that for another day. Anyway, I brought these things down using the Simplicity cart over there. And before any of you guys kind of suspect if I've had these things running or not, here's the cobwebs of this on this one. I haven't run that. Obviously, this has been sitting for a while. That had a broken rope from last year. This one has not been run yet. No cobwebs to show that, but obviously there's no gas in it whatsoever. I have to add gas to it. I'll see if I can't get you guys in there. Some wet residue in there from old gas, but otherwise empty. I don't suspect that'll be an issue. I got a fuel filter on there. Nothing in there. Uh-oh. Yeah, you can. It's kind of hard to see, but there's no gas in there. My flashlight is dying. Here's the cobwebs on here to show it hasn't been run. Maybe there'll be some in here. No cobwebs, but there's some weeds sitting back there yet. Maybe this is one that we bought new. This is one we bought for parts back in 2016, 2017. And literally we just made this work. And one thing we've been trying to do is experiment with putting wheels on here so we don't tear up the carpet on our deck. But this idea was obviously a fail. And that's just where we left it since last year, except I ran out of gas when I was done. Nice thing about all these carburetors, they have the buttons on the bottom of them to drain the gas out. Let me see if I can get you underneath there. Maybe not that one. This doesn't? I'm pretty sure it had a button. Nope, that one doesn't. I must have had to pull a plug or pull the jet out in that one, but the other two have those buttons to drain the gas. At least should. Nope, that one doesn't have an original carburetor. Boy, I'm striking out here. Well, I know this one's got the button on it. There's the button. I knew I'd find one eventually. But I can pull the bolts out to drain the bowls out anyway when I'm done with it. But some people love these engines. Some people hate them. And some people wish they were just gone. I'm not going to go naming names, but I know a guy out in England does not like the Tecumseh engines. So I'm going to set you guys up on a stand. Oh, here's some proof that hasn't been run yet, because there's still leaks sitting in there. So let me put you on the tripod over there, and we'll put some gas in these two. One thing I had already done in preparation for running them is I already flipped them upside down to lubricate the upper cylinders, which is kind of why that's broken now. This thing is a lot heavier, and I kind of dropped it and broke that. So that's why it's up on the block, because the wheels are going to start spinning once it starts running. In case you guys are wondering, this is a Hansa Eclipse. It has a 5 horsepower just like the other two, a steel tank, and that chain drives the auger up in the front. So I have that hooked right now. This one has just 2 belts. One's off a cam and one's off of the PTO shaft, and that drives the auger and the traction separately. The parts between these two yard machines, or MTD, just a different name, are all the same pretty much. I haven't seen any difference in them yet. The auger belts are both the same on them. So let's get you guys set up, so hang on for a second. Also thought I'd mention to you guys, make sure you guys have the correct shear pins for these. Get yourself some snowblower specific auger shear pins for backups. So we got that covered here. Emergency situation, I don't have to track down oil. I'm going to prime it twice on this one. This one does not have a primer, but it does have a choke and a prime valve, which basically just covers up the intake. I'm just going to hit the primer twice on this one, and it should fire up without too much trouble. I got the throttle up on it. That valve I was talking about for the intake. This one doesn't sound too happy. Got a little bit of a hunt. Choke is off. That's choke on. That's choke off. That is an aftermarket carburetor, so I can't expect miracles. I believe I have a carburetor for that out in my shed. I can put it on if I have to, but I'm not going to. That's not too bad for sitting since, I'm going to say springtime. It might have been since last winter. I didn't drive these at all or run these at all hardly last winter. Seems like every time we got snow it would melt, but yeah. This one I just got to weld the handle back on. I just had it set up on there. I got to weld the handle back on and stick the chain back on and lube up the underneath. This one, I don't think I'm really going to do anything with. I'm just going to take it up into the garage and it's ready to go for if we get snow. I'll run it out of gas before it sits. I'm going to put an extra shot of stabilizer in there since this is going to be sitting a lot of the time. But yeah, those two both run. I had no doubts that they would run. As for how good, it's hard to say. This one runs perfect. That one's got a little bit of a surge. I imagine I could probably just blow some compressed air through that and that'll be fine if I take the jet off, but I'm not going to worry about it. So this one we're going to have to modify a little bit and replace the rope on it and fix that one up. So still got some work to do. I don't think we'll have too much trouble. Not too bad for sitting for months on end. So hope you liked the video. Make sure if you did like it, give me a thumbs up, and thanks for watching. Have a good day. Bye.